What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Wisco Madman coming at you with another reaction video. So we got some Samson on the track. This one's called What About Us? I do believe he dropped this just a couple weeks ago. I could be wrong, but I think it was just a couple weeks ago. And I've been meaning to react to this, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump up in this one. Starting off, it says, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Can't disagree with that. Ooh, little old school kicking.
Don't tread on me. Those are words that I stand by, homie. It doesn't mean I'm gangster. It doesn't mean I'm country. It means that my life is a...
Don't tread on me. I felt that, bro. That's not just because it's some fucking saying or anything, and that's kind of what he's getting at here as he's going through this bar, but that's exactly what I mean, dude. Don't tread on me isn't just like a gang mentality or a bandwagon mentality where everybody jumps on that bandwagon and follows it because, oh, it's cool. Nah, bro, it's like, it's legit. That's why a lot of us follow it.
My hands only. I don't have money for security. I don't have armed guards that I keep snug around me. You don't think I deserve protection like you do, and that means you don't give a fuck about me. Gated community, that's what you live in. Hatred and mutiny,
you know, when you talk about the politicians that are talking about taking away guns, yeah, they're wanting to take away guns. You know why? Because when it comes down to it, their protection is still there. Remember, the people that want to take away your right to protect yourself are the same ones being protected by trained mercenaries. That's what they are. Take away this government, oh, they're the good people idea. They're trained mercenaries.
That's what we live in, so come down here and hang with us for a minute. See if you leave with the same fucking opinion. Who's gonna help me out if I get robbed? What if somebody were to beat up my mother? Who's gonna be there to save our lives? You? Nah, me, motherfucker. I'm the only one that's got my back. It's dog eat dog, these are not no cats. There's cops in
Well, we about to get censored for that one, Samson.
Michigan that can't even respond to their calls because their cars ain't got no gas. Great. Police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they'll arrive when you call them. Their babies are starving. My girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow...
How are you gonna feel when you call 911 and they go, we out of gas?
You and I are the problem. Somehow. I've never bought a gun without having my background scanned and approved. The only loophole I've seen on a gun is the one that you put a fucking lanyard through. It's not true that you can go to the store and just swipe your card and get a Glock and run. It's funny, the people that say that shit have literally never even shot one.
And they found out real quick in 2020 they couldn't get one that easy, huh?
Hey, Matthew McConaughey. Shut the fuck up. Just cause you've murdered people on screen doesn't mean you know shit about guns, you dumb fuck. What, you're worried about us? What about all of those violent
end up like Alec Baldwin, eh?
Movies that you played? How about you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me what to do?
I called that line coming.
I was horrified by it. That's your hometown, you were born right by it. It probably cuts deep and I hope that it does, cause you work in an industry that glorifies violence. It's more your fault than it will ever be mine. The Lord only knows how many
and that's the truth too. You want to talk about a fucking industry that's sitting here, oh, you guys should listen to us, you should listen to us, you should listen to us. Who the fuck glorified violence in the first place and made billions off of the publication of said fake violence?
Crimes that you've influenced throughout your whole career, cause I've seen you kill people plenty of times. What do you think is gonna cause a shooting? A YouTube video of a gun review? Or a Hollywood murder scene that seems so realistic it looks like it's from the news? So next time that you wanna point your finger with a stupid opinion and chime in with it, remember, it ain't me that they're trying to be like, dog. It's you that they're trying to mimic.
That's a call out.
Feel way more safe in a place where the people are legally armed. If something happens like a mass shooting, I have a way less chance of being lethally harmed. A criminal is gonna think twice if he knows everybody is a piece underneath their clothes. And Mayor Lightfoot will probably tell you different, but have you seen Chicago? And no, before you ask, I don't want to be like Canada either. And I don't want to be like Australia. I'm sick of everybody using them as a humanity meter. There's a reason that they can do whatever they want to their citizens, like fucking throw them in camps. And there's a reason that our government doesn't even try that shit, cause they know that they can't. If you don't think for one split second that if we didn't have our Second Amendment, the government wouldn't overstep its boundaries and make us do shit even when we're...
Does anybody else find it funny that the big cities are the ones telling everybody how they should vote and what kind of policies work for less violence and everything when they're the fucking areas that have more violence per capita than any fucking country town does? You think it's the amount of people? Or do you think maybe, just maybe, the city has that problem per capita more than the country because of how they're raising their kids, because of their access to illegality shit? You don't see this shit happen in the country very much, do you? Comparatively.
Against it, you're out of your mind. I don't give a damn where you stand or how or what you vote. That's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't. And why would I? What have they done? Give me a reason for me to believe them. They want to trade me a little security in exchange for a big ass piece of my freedom. They don't want to take away guns because they care about you and they want to keep you safe at night. They want to take away guns because it's easy to control people if they don't have any way to fight.
Hey buddy, what your little AR-15 gonna do when the government comes to take it?
Well, Ukraine started handing out rifles to all of the citizens when the Russians invaded, so what about that? I thought it wouldn't help. I guarantee that it'd be better than nothing. I hope it never does, but if the day comes, I bet that you're gonna wish that you had something. This
Numbers of people with guns is still better than numbers of people without. You know, like, I'm sure it's a whole lot easier to invade a country that is unarmed than it is to invade one that isn't. Just saying.
This is the only country on earth where the people have real strength. And nowadays, with all the shit going on, it's the only thing that makes me feel safe. If there's anything that I've learned in the past couple years looking back at the pandemic, all of the shit that we have is fragile, and it could snap at any second. Fuck all of the politicians. I don't trust anything they say. Take the word gun out of gun control, and that's all that it is at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how crazy you think that I look or I sound when I say this shit, but our Second Amendment's the only thing that stands between us and a dictatorship.
Truth.
And as for the kids, I'm not a security expert, so I won't act like one. But I think that if we can send over $50 billion to Ukraine, we could surely spend that much, or more, or less, here in our own country to fortify our schools and make them more secure so that every kid can get an education safe and sound. Place several trained armed guards in every school across America. You know, real men who won't stand by for 45 minutes in the hallway while a shooting unfolds in front of their own eyes. And pay them well, too. There's veterans that need the work. Why not protect our kids the same way that we protect you? Politicians are protected by guns. Celebrities are protected by guns.
Don't forget, though, politicians are more important than your kids.
Every important person that walks this earth is protected by a gun. But our kids, they're important. Just not as much as you.
Gotta let that one sink in, eh? Fucking A. Yeah, guys, I just want to say, if you made it to this point, I appreciate y'all sticking around and dealing with me being a little bit on the tail end of being sick, but, yeah, dude, fucking love watching Samson, and he really brings up some good points in a way that people are willing to listen, because it's too often nowadays, if you talk about these kind of topics, they don't get views. They don't get out there to people or any of that kind of stuff, but Samson's doing it in a way that actually allows the topic to be talked about, and I appreciate him for that. Because, you know, most of the time, if it doesn't have to do with music and you're trying to talk about this shit, good luck. Ain't nobody gonna come out and say nothing about it. So it's just one of those things that we'd rather keep near and dear to our hearts, keep our opinions to ourselves at home. You know, God forbid we actually talk about things and work through them and have healthy discussions, because, you know, then our country actually might go somewhere in a positive direction. Instead, we'd rather just have the division. But yeah, y'all actually watching this kind of shit, actually, to me, that tells me that you're thinking through, you're somebody who's cognizant of these kind of things happening in our country. And truth be told, we need more people like you. Not because your opinion abides with mine, but if you're actually mature enough to discuss your opinions, mature enough to have healthy discourse with people about this, and realize that the people that are in office do not serve your interests, and I think we can pretty well say that no matter which side you pick, is they're basically not looking out for the people. They're looking out for themselves. So, y'all like this reaction, go ahead and smash that like button down below. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all commenting, sharing, subscribing. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.